meeting. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great. Welcome to the meeting, everyone. We got everyone here except for Hallwigger, chaperoning Wolfridge. All right, we'll start with 4.0 to approve the agenda. I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Any questions or discussion on the agenda? Great. All those in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 5.0 communication and reports.
Alrighty, throwing some things out here. Some are reminders, some are just, we'll discuss. May 12th, I put in our, which is our next meeting. ICS Nexus will be here to present. I've had a conversation with Nexus. They're actually, sending a person to, they've done a walkthrough of all our buildings, but they're also sending, this Rob that will be part of the presentation and might be the only person is actually coming to meet with the principals and few of the supervisors to have just some conversation to learn a little bit more so that they can put their presentation together. ICS, I have a conversation. I talked to him last Friday when I was out. Blair was just getting back. We're going to meet tomorrow, him and another person, to make sure they understand what we're looking for, and you come tell us what you would recommend and what you can do for us and that type of thing. So I'll get the exact time scheduled, but I just throw it out there because it will be longer than quote unquote a normal meeting. It's just going to take a little, as we kind of planned for this one, but then when it didn't work out. Where am I going here? May 26th, through at Lynn earlier. Right now, we're not scheduled to have a meeting. That's Memorial Day. So unless something pops up, it sounds like we'll just run without it. If we have to, we have to. And again, just for planning ahead of time so that Mr. Lohr, and I apologize, Josh is going to help with graduation. And who? Okay, Lindsay.
The diploma handing out.
Yep. It just, we were mind block on who the other, and so I will get that. May 5th, just a reminder, Lynn and Josh, we did get confirmation for our grievance hearing or whatever you want to call it on that day, 5 o'clock in this room. The same day, we're set for a meet and confer. I don't know if we need it yet. We haven't had one yet. There's been nothing. So, but that's scheduled for 4 o'clock on the 5th. That's King, Larson, and Perkowitz. So again, watch your email because I'll send them one again and go, you have anything? And like I said, so far they've all been canceled. Just a heads up, and I sent an email out today to the 3 board members, but the bus drivers reached out to get some dates to start having some conversations as far as negotiations. And that's Lynn, Josh, and Amanda. So like I said, I'll work to get dates and see where we can start a conversation. 3 weeks in the legislative session. So we're getting a little bit of anxious to know where things are going to land. I'm just going to leave. We're somewhat optimistic, but not holding our breath on quite a few things. Last thing I have, unless there's questions, was highlight of the day. CMS was, I'm going to read the email. Congratulations, your school has received a Gold Star Award for your Star of Innovation submission. We appreciate your ability to continually improve your school environment by finding creative and innovative ways to build on your success. Your school community is better because of your willingness to be open to new ideas. Again, congratulations. And so just hats off to Jill, her staff, as well as her students. I believe, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, but wrote a submission on their student recognition system, the SIGs and SOs, is that? And so their criteria, I looked it up earlier. They want something that's significant, positive impact on education and student advocacy, clear leadership by the principal, creativity and imagination in bringing about positive school change, and it's able to be reproduced for other schools. So you're sharing some good ideas. So
Who gave that out?
It's the Secondary School Principal Association. I believe Horace Mann sponsors it, I think.
Okay. Very
So-
cool.
So again, and they do get a little monetary prize that she can use for her school, for things. So congratulations, thank you. Yeah,
Very nice.
so. So I think that's all I have, this unless there's questions on something.
Questions for Kevin? Any committee reports at all?
I don't have anything, right now.
Okay, then we'll go on to the consent agenda and I'll move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
A second.
Any questions or discussion or things pulled from the consent agenda? Great, all those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, consent agenda approved. 7.0, I didn't have any citizens, okay. 8.0 on a district business, we have a resolution reducing a probationary teacher. I'll need a motion to adopt the resolution approving the reduction of Marcelo Campaverde's assignment from 1.0 FTE to a 0.5 FTE. So from full-time to half-time for the 2025-2026 school year in accordance with applicable statutes and district policy as presented and attached in board.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any questions or discussions on this?
And just so the board's aware, he was hired half-time before I came last year. Then when Tina was hired on and we couldn't find a tech person, the middle school, Jill, through her creativity, put in Spanish out there for the tech portion. And so the desire now is to, and again, we have it posted, and if not, we have a second plan to fill the tech for next year, go back to that. So again, thank him. I think he's talked to Mr. Lohr, at least, if something's available, he might be willing, would be willing, he'd like to be full-time or more than half-time, but that's where that's coming from. It's by no means a reflection on the work he did. He was excellent. Yeah.
Okay, this is a resolution. Well, first, second, and then we need the resolution, so we'll need names. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
5-0, so the motion passes. Okay, 8.2 is to accept donations to the school district.
What is this new?
Yeah, this is the same, but this.
Okay, I'll make a motion. Okay, make a motion to accept the following donations. A donation from Deeks to CMS for Outsiders Days in the amount of $1,291.53. A donation from EGF Boosters to Girls Golf for an umbrella with logo in the amount of $884.09. From EGF Boosters to Football for a new water system in the amount of $2,681.80. A donation from Tammy Saylor to CMS for Outsiders Day, in the amount of $100. A donation from Thrivent and Ellen Honick to CMS for Outsiders Day in the amount of $50. A donation from Crookston Classic Cruisers to CMS for Outsiders Day in the amount of $100. Donation from Hugo's to EGF for arts and music in the amount of $339.25. As well as a donation from Jane Adamson to CMS for Outsiders Day for 10 jean jackets. A donation from New Hope for Immigrants to CMS for the library. What they donated was over $70. So we have a total of $5,446.67.
I'll second that. All those in favor of accepting donations, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 9.0, payment of claims and accounts.
I can do this one too.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve checks 129,285 to 129,392. Total amount of checks is $469,394.66 with no EFTs.
I'll second.
Any questions or discussion? All those in favor of paying the bills, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We're already on to board member comments. Holly, I'll start with you.
I don't have anything tonight.
Matt?
Way to go, Jill, on the Central Middle School Award, and just want to thank Josh for his decade of service coaching basketball.
Yeah.
Did a great job building up the program, and a lot of time and effort went into where it is today, and you're leaving it in a good spot for somebody else. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, just thank you for all the donations. Thank you for everybody. Thank you. I'm excited for Outsiders Day, and I know that our 7th graders are in the rain right now, their way to Wolfridge. So hopefully they listened and they packed warm clothes. I know, and enough.
I don't have any comments, so thanks for the donations and yeah, good job at the middle school and yeah.
Yeah, I think, it was a pretty quick meeting, so not too eventful, but I appreciate all the comments and agree, Jill, and yes, Josh, of course. And yes, good luck, Wolfridge. The next meeting of the Board of Education will be May 12th, 2025 at 5:30 in this room. And as Kevin said, that'll be the only meeting for the month of May as of right now. We are going to take a little break here, a little reprieve, because we're gonna have a working session on the strategic plan. So
Perfect.
we don't need to move on.